Hello you hateful lot, and welcome to the Den of Obscurity. Welcome to the first ever episode, apart from the little trailery intro thing I did to that week. That was a good intro. That was strong. Anyway, if you follow the Den of Obscurity Instagram, which you totally should because I post there all the time, you may have seen this post from Lady, my Dachshund, who said I have to do my first game about, I think it was a dog or an animal or something along those lines. And because I love my dogs, yes, as promised, Lady, we're playing a game about dogs this week. Yes, we are. Can we give Am a stroke? No, we're not allowed to give Am a stroke. So here we are today. Oh. Squeaky. Here we are today playing a wonderful game called Puppy Love, with a V of course, because we are in 2006. It's when everyone was hip. This particular piece of shit was published by a company called Global Software Publishings, or GSP. Little tag at the top there. You'll probably get to know this company quite well if you start watching my videos, because they've published quite a lot of terrible games. Anyway, that aside, we are indeed playing Puppy Love today with box art that looks like it was made on clip art by a blind man who was on fire and being stabbed and having salt poured on him, and everyone laughed at him and pushed him down the stairs and told him that his box art was shit. But even though the box art is indeed shit, it does promise quite a lot. I mean, you get to feed him. So the box I've got is broken. Don't know how that happened, but I guess that's why it cost me 50p, I think. Anyway, want to have a look at the box itself. You can see it's pretty repulsive. And it has Labradors and Dalmatians included. And there's a little GSP logo in case you missed it. And there's all sorts of features on the back too, which I will run down for you. Feed him! Play with him! Watch him grow! Like watch him paint dry, I guess. And love him! The last one is optional. On the back, Puppy Love is the perfect pet. That doesn't make sense. Play. Oh, fuck off. New features. Watch him grow. Oh. Have that one. Feed and wash him. Exciting. Take him for walks. Yes. Make more than 10 unique. Oh fuck. Can you see it? More than 10 unique tricks. Good English. Anyway. Built-in screen set. Oh, pretty cool. Play frisbee and fetch. That's the same thing. And over 50 upgrades and toys. Upgrades. So you get to put laser beams on his head, fucking rocket boosters up his arse, all that sort of thing. I am excited. Right, enough padding. Let's get on with Puppy Love. Love. Love? Love. 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 Puppy Love.
Love. Labii.
So, let me introduce you to Puppy Love in all its glorious... Fuck off. Fuck off. In all its glorious silence. We've got a couple of splash screens, and then... Yep. A singular bark to let you know you're playing a game about dogs. Fantastic. So, it turns out that when the front of the box said it includes Labradors and Dalmatians, what it actually should have said was, it only includes Labradors and Dalmatians. This is literally all you can get is Labradors and Dalmatians. I mean, luckily I like Labradors and Dalmatians, so it's not a big deal, but maybe could have clarified that on the box. You do get to pick a dog, which makes no real difference. You get to name the pup and yourself, and even change the genders if it does so please you. Then you're assaulted with the sharpest clicking noise in existence. Fuck me, I think a brain cell pops every time I hear that. But get used to it because the sound design is one of this game's standout features. Truly is. I am aroused. So the basics of the game, and by basics of the game I mean the whole game, is not dissimilar from an old Tamagotchi. It's what we used to have back in the day instead of masturbation. It was a dinky little electronic toy with a pet inside that you had to feed and wash and play with it and see how long you could keep it alive. You would always eventually lose it, or it would just get bored and starve to death. Basically the same way kids treat real animals now.
Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Come here, girl.
I'm sure you can all read, but the main things you have to look out for are the dog's hunger and thirst, their hygiene, their sleepiness, their urge to urinate, and of course their bravery, because we all know that one day that little pup is going to be one big brave. Now to run down all the things you can do on Puppy Love. Get ready, this is where it gets exciting. So as well as doing all your basic caregiving chores like keeping him clean, fed and happy, this is how you brush a dog, for example. You also get to take your puppy to visit different places like generic park backdrop 1 or generic street backdrop 3. The park is where you can play games like fetch, and regardless of how many times you throw the ball, it always goes to the same place. And the street is where Cujo likes to urinate. I noticed he does seem to favour the same hydrant, and the owner of that house is starting to look a bit pissed off. Fuck off. Other than that, you can visit the pet store where there's all kinds of shit on offer, from treats to toys to places to live to pieces of fence. Penultimately, we have the ability to teach Bastian the Great Defender some basic tricks. You do this by performing a motion with the mouse and giving the dog a treat when he does the trick.
Sit.
The dog will do this flawlessly every time, providing zero challenge or entertainment. There are, as you well know, more than 10 unique tricks to learn, but to be perfectly honest, I got bored after 3. And by bored, I mean ready to shove piss-covered razor blades in my eyes. And finally, we enter this game's party piece, the competition mode. This is where you put all your hard work to the test and finally earn some money, because that's why people buy dogs. There are 2 kinds of competition, at least that I could be bothered to find, and they are disc and obedience. Disc, of course, is you standing there and throwing a disc for your dog to return to you. I won. Obedience, on the other hand, is a little more tested. You have to make your dog perform certain tricks in a certain order. I mean, this is as simple as you drawing 3 different shapes with your mouse. It's not exactly rocket science, or even GCSE science for that matter. But it did prove to be the end of me, as I couldn't be bothered to even learn the tricks necessary to finish the first round. Sorry Benji, but you've let me down today, and we all know what that means. It's time to go for a walk. Come on then, good boy. Yeah, this way. Where's your favourite hydrant? Where's your favourite hydrant? Right, now you stay there. I'm just going for a quick run. Just stay there, good boy. Stay there. Stay. Stay there, it's alright, stay. So that really is all I've got time for. That's not true. That's really all I can bear of Puppy Love. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of little can you even call them mini games? They're not even mini games. It's just drawing a shape with your mouse, really, whilst holding the button down. So it's multitasking, holding the button down and drawing a shape at the same time. Maybe it's teaching kids some stuff, I guess. I really don't think it will provide the entire family with hours of fun, but it'll maybe provide one member of your family with 6 or 7 minutes of fun. I mean, if that's worth the 50p I paid for it, then fucking A. And when a game says it includes something, I didn't think that meant it only includes that. It should say it only includes Labradors and Dalmatians. But yeah, I'm not going to lose any sleep, because I don't sleep anyway. Shit game, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure you didn't enjoy the game. I don't think this one's leaving the pits of obscurity anytime soon. I think it should definitely stay down there. But yeah, be sure to subscribe to the YouTubes, to the Instagram. I'm pretty sure I've got a Twitter attached to that now. If you do the Twitter thing, If you are a twat, sorry, not twatter. Leave any comments you have, any likes you want to like, any dislikes you want to dislike. They only make me cry for a little bit, so don't feel too bad. Yeah, so the episodes are going to be pretty short, I think, because they're not great games. I can't really get a whole lot of content out of them, so I should be able to make them relatively quickly and relatively often. I'm hoping once a week, but maybe it's once a fortnight should be good. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'm going to go... See my camera. Camera. Hi, camera.